So, sir, can I please meet you?
I am Corps Commander Kehinde Hamzat, the Lagos State Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps.
Good to see you again, sir. Congratulations on your new recognition. And the first question I'm going to ask you, sir, and I know we discussed about this the last time, is there are people that have applied for driver's license for up to a year and they've not been able to actually get their driver's license up to date. What is actually happening, sir?
Thank you for having me. The issue of driver's license, ECOP, is a thing of the past as I speak. If you've applied from, let me be precise, January 2025 till about a month away from now, and your driver's license is still hanging, is it that there is a problem somewhere? Because all those licenses are there. There are over 100,000 licenses hanging out there that people have not gone to collect. So this is an opportunity to let members of the public understand the fact that they should go and ask for their driver's license. Many a times, people are used to this issue of bring your form, let me stamp, extend it. Insist that they should check your driver's license. You have application code and whatever to know if it's available or not. They should be able to tell you from the front desk, and you should be able to, if there is any problem whatsoever, either some people who are supposed to be on class J, who applies for class D or B or whatever, that is a peculiar problem. But under normal circumstances, I will employ every applicant to go and collect their driver's license. Some people registered with a number, and probably that number is no more active with them. And some people are like, something that I've applied for over 6 months, I won't bother myself. I'm sure it will not be ready. So I am telling everyone, every applicant now, to go forth. Either you have received any SMS or not, they should go forth and ask for their driver's license that they heard that it should have been ready. It might interest you to know that Lagos State will have a mini print farm specifically for Lagos, because Lagos account for over 40% of the national driver's license that is being produced. So the management of FRSC, under the leadership of Malam Sheikh Mohammed, had deemed it fit to have a mini print farm in Lagos State, where Lagos driver's license is being printed specifically. And that's why you have all the backlogs since last year and everything has been cleared. In fact, I don't want to over-exaggerate. I don't want to exaggerate. If you start processing and you are captured today, before the end of the month, I can assure you your driver's license will be ready. And that's not where we're really going. We're still going to a stage where you will apply for your driver's license and like a normal ATM, you have it immediately.
Wow.
That's where we're heading for.
Wow.
Before, like my commercial said, before the end of November this year, that will be achieved.
Talking about the driver's license and international driver's license. Now, for someone living abroad that came to Nigeria, can you drive with your international driver's license in Nigeria?
The answer is simply no. Because if you get to Section 82, precisely, of the National Road Traffic Regulations, it states that no foreign driver's license is permitted to be used to drive on our road. It's simple. Section 82 of National Road Traffic Regulation 2012. It prohibits. There's something we call International Driver's Permit, IDP.
Okay.
You see that some of our men go with our Nigerian license abroad.
Yes.
Now, when they get there, they accompany their driver's license with international driver's permit. That permit will give them opportunity to process that state's driver's license. The same thing is applicable if you're coming here with a foreign driver's license. You're supposed to come with a permit that you would use for that period, pending the time, not more than 3 months, to process our own national driver's license. So people may not really know. National Road Traffic Regulation is a regulation known by all traffic enforcers.
Okay.
So it's clear.
I saw a video.
There are no ambiguity about it.
I saw a video of a guy with an international driver's license. I really want to get this really clearly. So what you're saying is that even if whatever my driver's license from anywhere, I need to also get an international driver's license separately from the country
Permit
where
is a permit.
Sorry, international driver's permit.
Yes.
From the country where I'm coming from.
Yes.
With the driver's license I got from that country.
That's correct.
Before then, I have to so if I bring that, can I drive with it immediately, or I have to come?
If you have your foreign driver's license,
Yes.
with your driver's permit,
yes,
you can start. If you are going to stay very long,
okay,
you can start processing your national driver's license. And if you start processing your national driver's license, within a day or two, you can have yourself captured. After the capturing, like I just told you now, they give 60 days. There's a 60 days window between the temporary driver's license and the permanent driver's license. But that does not mean 60 days must be complete before you have it. Now I tell you, if you start processing your driver's license and you are captured today, I'm telling you, I'm probably on air now, so there's no point painting pictures that is not existing. You have 60 days, but I tell you, before the end of 30 days, your license will have been ready.
Wow. So, so far I have an international driver's permit and the foreign license.
Yes.
I can, do I still need to do the old driving testing to get my license in Nigeria?
No.
But I need to still come here before I get on the steering and drive?
Yes. I saw the video you're talking about. You see, when we have opportunity of traveling out there, those things we cannot. There are a lot of minuses that the guy did. And since it's a thing that is with the court now, I may not dwell too much into it. But okay. I want to tell you, he may be thinking all he has is just maybe traffic laws, traffic infraction, traffic infringement. No. There are 2-3 things he did. One, there was a verbal assault. The video has it. When he was telling maybe the friend or whatever, a lady in that vehicle that, only want to burudano. I mean, these are vulgar languages that are not meant for law enforcement agents. That's number one. Number two, he was asked to come to appear before the magistrate in a mobile court. He violated. He was asked to park the vehicle in the compound. He sped off. That is resisting arrest. There are a lot of things attached. But then, I cannot be a judge in my own case. Because I can see some critics, some analysts, some lawyers, and whatever. Yeah. He has his foreign driver's license, but no permit. He was not having driver's permit. And he cannot drive on Nigerian road with foreign driver's license. It's clear. Anyone that is in doubt should go to Section 82 of the National Road Traffic Regulation 2012. It's so simple. There are no ambiguity there.
If I have a driver's license, but I don't have it presently with me while I got stopped by a road safety officer, but I have an e-copy of it on my phone, what does the law actually say about that?
If I am certain about the soft copy you have,
yeah,
I don't have problem with you. But you see, some people clone licenses, but I can give you 24 hours to provide the original driver's license. That's what the law says. You have 24 hours to provide the driver's license. If I say no, let me see the driver's. Maybe I suspect what you have given to me as cloned. Some people have photocopies. They'll place passport on it, photocopy it, and bring it as theirs. So if I'm in doubt, I'll ask you to bring the original driver's license.
Does the road safety have any kind of system, maybe like a software, to actually, just verify the numbers of the driver's license and be sure that it's my face that is in there? I think that should do.
It's not just road safety. Anybody can verify driver's license. Anybody. There is this portal, FRSC mobile app, developed by FRSC. Just go to FRSC mobile app, sign on, and of course, there are a lot of things you can check. You can even report activities on that platform. You can get the accredited driving schools on that same platform. On that same platform, you can check your national driver's license. And if you think that is not workable for you, you can go to FRSC site, www.frsc.gov.ng. You get to the submenu that give you driver's license. Punch it. It will give you a drop down. You want to check the status of your driver's license. So it'll ask you for probably your license number, and of course, with your license number, it can pop up. Where you don't have it, if you have your application ID and of course your date of birth, it will definitely pop up the details of your driver's license.
Okay. So does this mean that if I applied for a driver's license and I'm yet to get it, if it is valid, can I verify from that portal?
Of course. There's another way you can check how reliable or reasonable your driver's license is. There's this QR code. You can scan it. It will give you the details of your driver's license.
Really?
Yes.
From the driver's license itself?
From the driver's license itself,
Okay.
you can scan the barcode.
Okay.
Using your QR scanner.
Okay.
It will give you the details of that person.
So I'm actually asking about people that are yet to get their driver's license, but maybe their driver's license has been produced and they've not picked it up.
Okay.
If they go to this particular website and verify and check maybe with their application ID and their date of birth and all, will their driver's license pop up?
I want to tell you that if it's a renewed driver's license, you know it will have gotten a license number already.
Yeah.
If you put that license number, the date of production and expiry date will definitely tell you that that driver's license is available.
So why do I need 24 hours to go bring my driver's license for verification when the digital version is already present?
What you are telling me is probably you show me an e-copy.
Yes, on my phone.
And I reasonably suspect, like if I am there, for example, I'll go through my phone, check through your license number and everything and see if it's actually true.
Okay.
But a situation where I reasonably suspect that what you are showing me is cloned, you know what technology can do.
Okay.
I can ask for the driver's license.
Okay.
But if I really want to be of assistance naturally, I should look at the license number. Some have a way of filtering the number that you cannot be sure what exactly it is. So when I have this kind of doubt, I will insist that you bring you bringing it in 24 hours is to ensure if I should book you for it or not. However, if I discover that that thing is actually fake, there's a violation of 20,000 naira fine. Operating a vehicle with forged document, that is different from driver's license violation. When you operate with forged document, be it driver's license, vehicle license or whatever, or even number plate, operating with a forged document, that has a fine of 20,000. Okay. Meanwhile, driver's license violation is just 10,000.
Okay. Sir, I bet to disagree as regards to these fines in Lagos. Because most of the time when you get fined, when you get these offenses in Lagos, they don't charge you those 20,000, 10,000.
I'm telling you of our own notice of offense booklet. Let me assume that I take you to a mobile court. Section 10, subsection 10 of our act permits us to prosecute somebody under the state law. Section 1010 of our act permits us to try any violator in a court of competent jurisdiction using the state law of that state. And don't forget, Lagos State has its own traffic laws. I'm talking of our own federal traffic laws, which we have on our notice of offense.
I remember that there used to be a time when I used to laminate the photocopy of my driver's license. So as I get my driver's license now, because I don't want to get it missing, I will do a lamination of that driver's license, then just keep it in my vehicle. Do you think it is okay for me to present that kind of thing?
It is not correct. You see, if you do it and I see it, I may not hold you on for driver's license violation. Unfortunately, if I see infractions on your vehicle and I need something to confiscate, and the driver's license is not there, you are showing me a photocopy of vehicle papers. These I cannot pick as a collateral to your fine. Definitely I will impound your vehicle. So if you are talking of photocopies of your vehicle papers for probably security or safety reasons, you are not with the original. If you have your original driver's license, I can pick that in lieu of your booking alongside with these vehicle papers, which are photocopies, and you'll still be allowed to continue your journey. But a situation where you have all photocopied, laminated, and whatever, I mean, I can't, why will I start looking for you here and there to see that violator? So definitely your vehicle will be impounded.
So aside from the driver's license, is there any other thing that the road safety could confiscate
Yes.
What else? Aside from my car?
No, apart from your car, if you have I mentioned it, if you have your international passport, it's a confiscatable item. If your vehicle papers are original, roadworthiness, insurance certificate.
Oh,
These are confiscatable items.
okay.
And I want to believe, because when some of these things came in, the issue of NIN had not, I think NIN should be a confiscatable item too.
If a driver's license has expired, like I'm driving with an expired driver's license, what exactly is there a fine? Will I get a warning if it is a short period of time? What exactly is the penalty for that?
If you look at every license will expire on the applicant's date of birth. It was intentional. At least if you forget everything, you will not forget your date of birth. So when you are approaching your date of birth, go and check your driver's license. I think I'm not too sure, no. Even international passport is trying to do same. Your driver's license, I'm very sure of that, will expire on your date of birth. So if it expires and you have not renewed, there's no window. Let me not tell you, you can be given 1-2 weeks of window. When your driver's license is about a month to expiration, you can start applying for a new driver's license. So, but if at the expiration, you have not renewed and you are caught driving, it's not a big deal. It's just a fine of 10,000 naira.
It is 10,000 naira that you mentioned. They don't collect 10,000 naira.
Me, I'm
You
telling
go
you.
to the magistrate.
You see, if you are using, we can use state law if you so want. Then we will have put up a mobile court.
Yeah. Most of the
magistrate-
time, you guys use the state law. They don't.
If I am to book you,
Okay.
the notice of offense is clear about it.
Yeah.
You will see fine 10,000 for driver's license. And other offenses have their own,
Laws.
tag in terms of fines. But a situation where I'm instituting a mobile court, I'm going to use a state magistrate. And definitely they will use state law to prosecute the offender. So it is now the fine given by the state that will be used. And we have not violated because Section 1010 of our Act permits us to use the state law.
From a few weeks ago, someone was driving a commercial company van, and they were asked for the Lagos State driving permit. But the driver has a Nigerian federal driver's license. Why do you need a Lagos State driving permit and at the same time a federal and at the same time the federal approved driver's license to be able to drive in Lagos?
There are two different things. Lagos State Driver's Permit is issued by Lagos State Drivers Institute, and it's specifically for commercial drivers. They want to be sure that all those who are called commercial drivers in the state are actually commercial drivers. That's why they take permit from them. It does not substitute for the driver's license. They are two different things. That's a state policy.
So are you saying that someone driving a company van, a company bus, is also driving, in quotes, a commercial vehicle?
They are using it for commercial purpose. It's for commercial activity. You see, I don't want to delve into Lagos law. Yes, I'm a sector commander in Lagos State, but there are policies in some states that they have reasons for fixing these institutions. And if you know, it is for commercial vehicles, according to the state law. It is not for every private vehicles. So they want to double check, because they would not hold any private vehicle for not having that license from the institute. So if you are driving in Lagos a commercial vehicle, you should know you should have that Lagos State driver's permit.
Do we have any kind of system in Nigeria that actually detects first offender, second offender, that kind of system?
Yes. If you go through the National Road Traffic Regulations, there are point penalties. If you are given a notice of offense, you see the offense and, of course, the penalty and the point. There are certain points you get to that you'll be suspended for a certain period of time. There are some that you will do that your license will be punched. That is barring you from driving. You cannot drive again.
Wow.
We have it there. The truth is, we have not been enforcing it the way it should be, because the tutelage period of driver's license has gone. Now we're having our driver's license part-time. Then the issue of a point system will come in, and Some people will be penalized. Some people will be suspended. There are accumulated points that you will get to. You will be completely removed from the act of driving because your driver's license will be punched and you won't have driver's license again.
If I feel harassed during a document check by the road safety, what are the legal, what are the limits of your officers, and what can I do if I feel harassed? Like the video of the guy and using some vulgar languages. A lot of Nigerians, when you see a Nigerian being that aggressive, he is feeling helpless and he's feeling like intimidated and all. So, we saw the videos, we saw the part where it was, we don't know what actually transpired. But if I feel harassed during a stop and check, what am I supposed to do legally?
Good. You see, a traffic offense is not a criminal offense. Nobody jails you, nobody locks you, nobody keeps you. You feel you are being harassed. What most content creators, what they want now is to see something that will pull crowd. So true or false, they will pick it the way it is. There are, how do I put it, levels of command. I'm the head of road safety in Lagos State, for example. If any of the team misbehaves and I'm aggrieved, I'll sought to see the person in charge. That person will be taken to my head of operations for a redress. I have asked my own staff to pay fine before because there was wrong booking. The person was wrongly booked. And I told the team, you'll pay that fine because the moment you have issued out that notice of offense, there's no coming back. It must come with fine. So if our own men had booked people wrongfully, is either you as the commanding officer pay the fine with apology to the person that is being booked. You see, we are law enforcement agents that understand that every human being has fundamental rights. And we are not interested in stepping on anybody's fundamental human rights. So when you listen as a leader, you should be able to look in between the line if your men actually, but many people believe that it's a lie. They cannot deal with their own men. Why not? The image of the institution is greater than any singular image. Look at that police officer that shot somebody. Did the police sweep it under the carpet? No. There are things that will happen you can't sweep it under the carpet. There are times you would talk reasonably to the violator or acclaimed violator, and you go back and still cane your men. But that may not be known to members of the public. So there are procedures by which you show your grievances. If you are booked in a way that you don't expect, drive into any road safety. I want to see the commander. If it's operation, I say, okay, will you mind seeing the head of operations? If you are not still satisfied, you go to the commanding officer. I'm a state command. I still have a supervisor, the zonal commanding officer. If I have not satisfied you, you can still go ahead to the zonal commanding officer. So these are things. But it takes me aback when you see somebody in the name of a pulling crowd, having traffic, content creator, trying to destroy the corporate image of an organization as a result of one person's misbehavior or a team misbehavior. I do advise, follow the normal procedure to seek redress. When you don't have it, the court is even a final arbiter to whatever thing. Whatever thing that you are aggrieved about, don't forget, we are a national institution that can sue and be sued. So nothing stops you from going further to seek redress from the court of law. And you can have your justice. And it gives you an opportunity to even make money. Do you understand? So we're not unaware of this. So people should stop damaging a corporate image in the name of, okay, one happened recently. A vehicle trying to run away from our men, hit a culvert, bounced it back to us. Then our men followed. Because there's no way you will destroy my vehicle and I will look. But at a point they discovered that it was driving at a suicidal speed. They had to move back. While they moved back, their vehicle was already hot and our team was at this side of the road.
Yeah.
Something happened at this side of the road. Somebody, maybe a content creator, stayed at the other side of the road and was filming and giving commentary of what she did not know exactly what happened and published it. That is damaging a corporate image. You don't know what happened, not as if you have made any findings. You are giving information, and the truth is they don't like us as law enforcement. The only area where we enjoy them, they enjoy us, is if we go for clearing of obstruction or carry out rescue operation. That is the only area, and I won't blame them. Anyone that will make you part with 1 or 2 naira now, you are not friend to that person. But all the same, they should be objective for whatever thing they want to report.
We still get some complaints about traffic and road safety issues. I mean, what are the things that you've been doing about them that maybe we as Nigerians don't even really see?
Okay, you see, you can't overemphasize the fact that once in a while, you have traffic issue in a place like Lagos State. It's an economic nerve of the country. So once in a while, it happens. But what attention do we give? There are some peculiar areas. Let me give you an example. It may be in Ogun State, but the problem there drags back to Lagos, and it becomes a Lagos problem. The Kara Bridge. The Kara Bridge at the time was having serious problem. I remember writing to the Honorable Commissioner for Transportation in Lagos State. And when he mentioned that majority of the part falls within Ogun, I advised that it relates with Ogun State counterpart, which they did. In fact, we formed a forum in which we have the Federal Controller of Works in Lagos, as well as the Federal Controller of Ogun involved in that platform. So be that as it may, if you look at the inbound or inward section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway coming into Lagos from Ibadan, you'll discover that there are some expansion joints on the bridges. So that of Ibadan-Lagos had been completed. Based on that meeting we held, and we told the contractor of the need to fix those expansion joints. Before now, there used to be backlog of traffic. I mean, Ibadan-Lagos section of the expressway. But ever since that expansion joint has been fixed, you hardly see traffic gridlock or backlog from Ibadan to Lagos around Opik Kara axis. Now, the problem is now fixing the Lagos-Ibadan axis. We tried it, but it falls within the festive period, which made it rather impossible. That was around the Easter period. The traffic volume was high. Yeah. So when they are trying to fix it, it's going seriously into Lagos, and there are different arterial roads around that area, which extends, and of course we had to suspend it. Pending the time all this festive period will go, then we'll go back and ensure we fix it, because it must be fixed. To every gain, there might be some element of pains, but we want to see a situation where we can minimize the pains of motoring public. But that thing will be fixed after probably most of this festive period. Yeah. That is the Lagos-Ibadan axis of the road.
Like in your daily operations, what is that common, like one of the driving behaviors that you're actually working toward being able to curb seriously that Nigerians keep doing?
Overloading. Overloading. Overloading in persons, overloading in goods, and of course mixed loading. Loading persons and goods together. Especially when you talk of these articulated vehicles. You see them carrying load, and of course, human beings. You can imagine something, let's assume we have a trailer, for example, carrying goods. And you see about 100 persons on top of the bucket of that trailer. In case there is a crash, you can imagine number of persons that will be killed.
Lives.
Now, it is only destroying the fatality index of the country. Because one crash claiming 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 lives, instead of a situation where probably 1 or 2 will be involved. So these are some of the excesses we've tried to correct in terms of mixed loading for these articulated vehicles. Even those ones that are not articulated, you see a very small vehicle I don't know. These people transporting mattresses, the big foams, you see them on a small vehicle. The wind has effect on load relative to the vehicle carrying it. A luxury bus passing at a reasonable speed beside such vehicle can blow it off. But most people don't see it as an infraction. But we won't let such go. We work on them. Unfortunately, it's like, I don't understand. They wait till later in the day when they know that we would have left the road. The hunter, like the squirrel, is trying to be wise. The hunter is trying to be wiser. So when they plan a situation where they will look by 6, they will have gone off the road. So by 7, 8, you see them on the road. We now decided to have a special patrol operations where we relate with arm-bearing forces like the NSCDC and of course the police. And when we call them, they attend, they adhere, they help us out by at least ensuring the safety and security of our men. For whatever job you do, your own safety first. And we've recorded tremendous improvements. Now what they do is that they would transport some of these things off the road where we can fix them, and they will carry these articulated vehicles to meet them and they reload this. So we, like they are planning, we are planning on what to do too. I wouldn't want to discuss that now so that they don't beat that.
So thinking into and talking into the future now, I mean, are there plans or anything that could be done aside from this our normal style of we are waiting for them on the road? What else can be done as regards to making sure that we are able to curb this menace, aside from us having to go wait for them at a particular place that we think, they are going to pass?
It's not just about enforcement, but the truth is this: enlightenment without enforcement is nothing but entertainment, and I'm not here to entertain anyway. We do much of advocacy because there are times you arrest people, they don't know why you have arrested them. You arrest people to have carried overload, and you don't explain the effect. So we go to churches, mosques, religious places. We do domesticated public enlightenment. We go to schools. We go to various social gatherings to enlighten people on the use of road. I wouldn't want to say education. Education is not only ability to read and write. Getting to understand what you are doing is more of education. So we're still planning. We have done, but we're still planning to do more, such that the drivers of this articulated vehicle will be made to know the effect or the impact of their attitude on the road. You see, there are good drivers, but attitude is the change we need to correct a lot of things. There is, like somebody was telling us today that because the price of fuel has gone up, if they don't carry overload in persons, that there is no way they could make, break even. And like, will you now use the wrong to clear the wrong? 2 wrongs can never make a right. Every traveler must definitely go through your vehicle. You increase your, fare a little so that you don't overload. Because when you overload, for example, a vehicle that is supposed to be carrying maybe 5 passengers, you now have 8, 9. It might interest you to know that some Golf, the small Golf, maybe Golf 3, Golf 4, you stop some of them and you see them with 10, 12 passengers. You start imagining how. So even if there's a crash, there's no way somebody will not die within that. So even if nobody dies, 5 persons will have been involved. Then you see 10, 15, increasing the fatality index of the country. It's killing. It's killing. So we do most of advocacy to let them understand the effect, the implication of their access. It's not about money alone. It's not all about money. So we go to media houses. Like the one we're doing now, it's part of education, where people will be enlightened on the need to do the right thing, obey traffic rules and regulations, don't overload your vehicle, speeding kills. For example, if you want to look at, if you want to understand it better, to those people who did elementary physics at secondary school level at least, Newton's law of motion the first law says everybody continue on a state of rest or uniform motion along a straight line. Unless an external force acts on it, a vehicle will not move until you pedal. And the more you pedal, the more it speeds. That's where the second law comes in. It says the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to applied force and takes place in the direction in which the force acts. So as you are pressing the pedal, you are increasing the speed. Don't forget, as the vehicle is moving at a reasonable speed, the passengers are moving at that same speed of that vehicle. If it's moving at 100 kilometers per hour, for example, it's moving at 27.7 meters per second. So the rate at which it impacts a stationary object, the vehicle will tend to be moving. The occupant of that vehicle will tend to be moving too. Are you with me? So a collision is trying to break that vehicle automatically, and the occupant of that vehicle tend to be moving, and the impact will be severe. So if the speed is much, definitely the impact takes us to the third law, which is action and reaction are equal and opposite. The action you give to that thing, and the reaction of the occupant of that vehicle, they are equal and opposite. So when you move reasonably, the fatality or the impact will be low. The speed at which you move and there is a hit, the same thing happens. That is the rate at which it will press on the occupant of that vehicle.
I think overloading is always little underemphasized. How much has overloading contributed to the fatalities we see on the road?
You see, these things we are talking of, number dead, number killed. We are talking of human beings here. We are not talking of log of woods. We are not talking of cow. We are talking of human beings. To tell you the value of human life in crash classification, when a crash happens, let the vehicle get destroyed completely. As long as nobody is injured or whatever, it's just a minor crash, no matter the value of that vehicle. It becomes major when somebody is injured. No death. It becomes major. When it becomes fatal is when somebody died. That's a fatal crash. However, have 1,000 cow in a vehicle and the vehicle crashes. It cannot be called fatal crash. That is to tell you the importance placed on human lives. So when we're saying so number of people died, people don't know the effect until probably, God forbid, their member of family is involved. That is when you know the agony of road traffic crash. That is when you know how painful that man that is the breadwinner of that family has been taken by death as a result of carelessness. That's why during 2024 Ember Month, it was themed that passengers should speak out because crashes kill more passengers than driver. That should speak out. Speak. When we don't speak, we die. And if we are our own personal driver, then we should drive reasonably, knowing fully well that our family needs us. What do you say of drunken drivers? They drink and drive. It impaired their sense of reasoning, their vision and everything. So they cause somebody's problem. So a vehicle is coming at the opposite end, a drunken driver, veer off the road and crashes into that person. These are the effect of some of these minuses on our roads. So many a times, overloading is one of the major causes of crash. Something you should be able to control reasonably. The load, especially liquid carrying vehicles. You know the effect of liquid in a container. If you move right, the liquid moves left. If you move left, it moves right. And if you want to turn a bend, the liquid moves counterwise. That's why you see some of them fall if they don't move reasonably. The same way, containers, when they are lashed, they will fall with the entire content. But when they are unlashed, you see the container falling alone, destroying some other things. So there are really a lot of things that overloading could create.
So talking about the trucks, I remember that there was a policy that was put in place that says that trucks are supposed to drive only at night. in Lagos State. I don't know if it was eventually implemented, and why are they still on the road?
You can't move your items without the trucks. Be it night, be it day. If the federal law says don't move at night, and the state law says the only time you can move in my state is during the day, drivers know how to do that. You see some people, they'll put their articulated vehicle, tankers, they will line them up along Long Bridge, for example, when they will be looking at the time. Probably they are not supposed to enter Lagos at night. They will all line up in Ogun State. So the following day, the moment it is 5:30, 6 o'clock, you see them trooping into Lagos. And by the time they troop into Lagos, they become a source of hazard, even in Lagos, because they will fool everywhere. So the law depends on which state is giving what. It's not something we cannot say a state must do this, except there's a national pronouncement that will bind on the states. Apart from that, the state can put in their own laws, and everybody has to follow.
So I witnessed a bit of the stakeholders meeting you had with drivers today. What inspired that meeting with drivers today, sir?
You see, it will be a continuous exercise for now.
Okay.
Because we discovered that we are not really engaging most of these union members. So we decided to start taking on NURTW. We invited some of their branch chairmen, led by the state secretary. And they were given some enlightenment activities. I mean, they are like train the trainers. What we have given them today, they will take it home and talk to their own drivers too. But there will be a time we'll call even the drivers, where it will be a larger forum, not as small as this. So with that, we'll be able to continue to catch them in segments.
So I spoke with the NURT secretary after the stakeholders meeting, and he said something as regards to the reason why they always overload their vehicle. And he said it is one of those things that they do, to just keep transportation costs lower. And when the situation is like that, when there's fuel hike, instead of them carrying 4, they will decide to carry 5. What exactly is the road safety doing as regards to actually educate them more, and at the same time be able to bring them out closer, and at the same time be able to give the right enforcement?
2 wrongs does not make a right. I think we said that at the initial point of this interview. The fact that you have hike in fuel price does not mean you should overload your vehicle. The effect of crash involving overloaded vehicle cannot be quantified financially. And their belief is that if the price of the transport fare hikes, that passengers will not come. I say no to it. You won't trek from here to Ibadan. You definitely go through transportation. So if you now overload vehicle as a solution to it, I mean, it's like using sugar to cure pile. It's like using coconut to cure cough. It's not possible. There's no way. They don't meet. Neither do they mix.
Aside from this kind of stakeholders meeting you had with the road safety, what else are you doing with them? What are the plans that you have to do? What are your plans as regards to continuous enlightenment for them? And at the same time, they still need a bit of enforcement, because we all know these guys on the road.
There's no way we will not enforce, but we'll do more of enlightenment. Like I mentioned, enlightenment without enforcement is simply entertainment. And I'm not here to entertain now. Like what they said, that was their own thinking or plans. I am not part of that discussion, and I can never be. Because on no condition will you bring an act saying a reason for overloading. I won't buy into it. It's not possible. They asked the same question while we were having the meeting, and I told them it won't work. Unfortunately, when the fuel price crashes, they don't go down.
Actually,
they don't go down again.
They don't go down again. Actually, I actually had that conversation with him.
So, if everyone will do what they are supposed to do, we have no business standing on the road. But because most drivers, most road users don't obey traffic rules and laws, that's why we are there to observe the kind of thing they do. Not because we must arrest or we should arrest, but we should ensure that we should take care of everything that would cause obstructions, that will create road traffic crash, and of course, that will affect other road users. They have task force. Their task forces should go by the roadside to ensure that there is no what we call sole. Because in sole, criminality will be involved. Some people will be taken away because the vehicle carrying them are not marked. So they should do more of their task force activity such that passengers have no choice other than come to their park. And it will even restrict unnecessary movement. You can't go to places that are not very important. So these are some of the things we should consider. We should not start thinking because there is a hike in price of fear, we should start overloading. No, I won't be part of it.
Talking about marked vehicles and their parks also, I think the issue of one chance and entering vehicles are not from the park. And these vehicles are yellow buses and everybody is saying, I don't know them. Even if he was saying that all their vehicles, they are doing checks on their vehicles to make sure that their vehicles are in good order. So these vehicles that are not in order and these ones that are carrying people, these people ones that are kidnapping one chance and all this is, how do we actually stop this menace?
You see, government policy, more of security as a security issue. So all law enforcement agents should put us together and see how best we can tackle that menace. The NSCDC, the police, the road safety, everybody. It's a joint effort. It's not something somebody can just tackle.
What exactly is the signals? Like take for instance now, I know that when I'm approaching the checkpoint, one of the rules is that be on the fast lane. Yeah, there's a lesser chance that you get stopped. Another rule that we know, these are just our common rules. Like another thing is that just frown your face and just look straight. Don't look at that part. Like what exactly? But I mean, those are just we driving in Nigeria and just trying to survive in Nigeria. But what exactly are the triggers that will make a road safety officer stop you? Like there is one that actually happens on Sunday in some areas on Sunday. There are some roads that you cannot even pass on Sunday because you know that road safety officers are there and they will just stop you. Like, is there a trigger that they see in your vehicle, or it is just like most of those duties are they out to like, okay, today we want to go and check for everybody's driver's license while they are going to church, or there's something that you would have seen in that vehicle that will make them say, you know what, we need to stop this person. Is going to become an hazard on the road on this particular day.
Thank you. There's something we call primary offense.
Yeah.
And there are some we call secondary offense. You must have cited a primary offense. What do we mean primary offense? Those things that you can just see as the vehicle approaches. For example, if a vehicle is coming and I observe that it has one side mirror, I can see that as the vehicle approaches. It's a primary offense. If peradventure, the driver of the vehicle decides to flash, it flashes the headlamp, and I now see that it has one headlamp. Somebody will say, is he driving at night? The same thing it will take to the night. They are bound to park that person. Okay. Somebody who probably is coming and you discover that either himself or the passenger are not on seatbelt. So primary offenses are basically what you can see. Or somebody is coming and you can see that person using phone while driving. These are the first offense you will see before you would stop a vehicle. After you must have stopped that vehicle, you can now start digging into secondary offenses.
So, are these primary offenses always recorded? Because a lot of times when these guys, what actually gets people really agitated a lot of times is because I'm just going about my normal activity and someone is just stopping me to ask me for details. The fact that you're even stopping me to ask me for details, not knowing, I'm not like, already you're feeling agitated, and that is where, you know, the response comes into play. For some people, they are nice to officers on the road. You just know that. But for some people, they're already feeling attacked by the fact that they were stopped. But I feel like there are some times when these officers stop you without actually primary offense. Like, why I'm asking is that, is there do they record the primary offense that they actually saw before they decided to now start to ask and digger to see deeper to see that, okay, where's your C caution, where's your spare tires, or yeah.
Definitely, except you are on targeted offense. There are times you carry out special operation for specific offense. That one you don't need to see primary offense. And many a times it's a special operation, maybe probably for an hour or two. Those ones, probably you have observed that along this route, there used to be a crash. What probably could have been the reason? You make some findings. If you discover, for example, that, okay, most vehicle that plies the road seem not to have driver's license. Driver's license violation is not a primary offense. Don't forget. But if you go for operation driver's license, for example, you will stop vehicle at will. And you are asking for nothing other than driver's license. It doesn't matter which other offense, you let that vehicle go. Otherwise, you lose focus. If you observe overloading around certain route, let somebody not have horn, let him not have anything. You are not going for that. You are going specifically for overloaded vehicles. These are targeted offenses. So you plan it, you go into it as a normal traffic offense, but with specific focus on a particular kind of offense.
Okay.
Operations number plate violation can be your target. If that person, like, let him drive without a driver's license, let him drive without a vehicle number plate or whatever, of a vehicle license. All you are targeting is number plates, because that is where the operation is focused. So you have to face it and face it squarely. Otherwise, you'll be distracted. Okay. So there are special operations that does not demand a primary offense before you arrest, if it's specific, target specific.
Because a lot of Nigerians and Lagosians don't know that if you are driving a commercial vehicle, you must have the Lagos State driving permit. Because if the VIO stops you, they will not only ask for your driver's license, they will also ask for your Lagos State driving permit. And I've been having a conversation with the sector commander, and we've had a very, very exciting conversation as regards to driver's license, international driver's license, and we're still going to do more of this. I thank you so much for the enlightenment and the knowledge that you've been able to impact into us, and thank you for all you do for us, and for always opening your doors for us. Thank you so much, sir.
My sincere pleasure. Thank you.